Let me just start off this video by saying I am not lonely in any means. I think there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. You get it? Like, if you don't get it, I think me personally, this is how I define it, right? I think being lonely is when you're not content with being alone. You get what I mean? Like, you don't actually want to be lonely, you actually want to have these people in your life. And that's different than being alone because being alone is just a period that you spend working on yourself. And it could be like a couple years, like it could be a couple of months. It depends on the person, right? So I just want to clarify that I'm not lonely in any means. I'm very content with being by myself at the moment because I feel like I need to work on myself. And I think it's a great way to actually like lock in and work on yourself. If you've been in the self improvement like niche, I suppose, or like you've been on self improvement, you probably heard of monk mode, and that's pretty much what like being alone is in my like definition. Because like if you're like alone right now and you feel lonely and you actually want friends, but you're someone that's not very good at social skills, you're not someone like you don't think very highly of yourself and you're not like where you want to be. You get what I mean? I think you're like you being lonely right now is actually an advantage for you because you can actually work on yourself without any distractions. You know what I mean? Like it's such a huge benefit, and you need to flip around to see it in a positive way instead of just like sulking over it. Get what I mean? Because if you're sulking over it, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like let's be real here. So just bro, if you're lonely right now, you are like literally so lucky because you can literally like lock in on one thing and grind away at that for an extended amount of time until you become the greatest or like you become really good at whatever you're doing, right? And then eventually you'll build that confidence up as well. So you're not thinking highly of yourself, that doesn't exist anymore because now you're actually doing something that is significant and something that you're proud of. You get what I mean? Because like bro, most of us like when we're like really down bad and like depression and stuff like that, even like starting something is like really hard. So even if you like get started on something right now because you're lonely right now, you're alone right now, whatever the case may be, you'll like literally feel so much better because you'll genuinely be proud of even starting something, bro. If you're like down bad right now, like if you're like really in the depths of despair or some shit, you'll be so happy when you start something new. You get what I mean? So you gotta flip like the way you see yourself. Like you're not lonely, even though you may feel sad if you don't have anybody around you. I don't really feel sad if I don't have anybody around me, but if you do, I get that it's human emotion, bro. Like you can feel sad when you don't really have people to hang out with or whatever. But like you can also flip it in a positive way, like I said earlier. Use this time to work on yourself, bro. Because everything else will fall in place. You get what I mean? Just improve on yourself. Like you only got yourself at the end of the day. If you have all your friends and stuff, like you can have your real ones, and that's always important, right? Having like a few real ones. Like you don't even need a huge ass circle, in my opinion. I think like two or three homies is chill for me personally. And like your partner, that's a different thing, right? So yeah, bro. If you're lonely as hell right now, don't look at it as like a bad thing. Just think of yourself as lucky because you can really, really work on yourself because you don't know how capable you are until you actually like lock in on something. You know what I mean? Like if you've never actually tried something, like actually put 100% of your mind on something, you'll never know how capable you really are. Because your potential could be sky high, but like how are you going to like realize that you have that potential until you like start to tap into it? And how do you tap into it? You start working on your like you start actually like locking in on whatever you want to do. So you're probably like way more capable than you even think you are. You get what I mean? Like you could be someone that has so much potential, but you don't even realize it yet because you're just sulking over like being lonely pretty much. You get what I mean? So use this like period to work on yourself because you won't be lonely forever. Like if you're pretty young, if you're in your teens, if you're in like early 20s, you won't be lonely forever. And I'm pretty sure you know that you won't be lonely forever. You get what I mean? Like even if you think that now, like in the back of your head, you know that you won't be lonely forever. You know what I mean, bro? Like you're gonna find someone at some point in your life. You're gonna find new friends, or you can reconnect with the old ones. You can reconnect with the old friends if that's what you like. You know what I mean? But use this downtime period, like this downtime period, as a period to work on yourself because it will pay off in the end. It will everything will come into place. You doing something now, like compare that to you doing nothing now, but like you can tell what's better. I don't think I need to like explain to you what's better for you right now. Get what I mean? So just work on yourself and you'll be fine. Just work on yourself, bro. Don't sulk over it. And if you do experience sadness, you gotta cope with yourself. How I cope with it is I just start working on shit. But like I don't really get sad like when like I don't really care that I'm like alone or like lonely or whatever. I don't really feel lonely at all. Like I still speak to my parents. Like I have a few friends online and shit like that. I mean, I see my friends rarely in real life because I don't really like to hang out with people that much. But I will. I sometimes will, like twice a year or something. But I feel fine, bro. I feel fine just working on myself. I don't know how you feel. You may feel different. So whatever the case may be, just keep working on yourself. Everything will fall into place. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this. And I'll see you in the next one.